Well, friends, give an update here on the project. I ended up advancing a few things, but they are simple things, really. I put these wing nuts on. I put a nut on. Let me show you here, and it will be easier. I put a nut underneath, a nut on top, which allows me to maintain the setting I want. Remembering that this nut, here lower, she's just there to lock the bar. So that's it. And the butterfly position the top hole. Here I put 2 staples. I made 2 very simple hairpins. And just position to help secure the piece in place. I will not detail this clamp. This little piece here, because I already made a video of the C-clamp, and there I detail this in more detail here. Anyone who is interested or has any questions can take a look here. We'll answer your questions, okay? So it's a little clip just to say, you always have to put a piece of wood here to prevent the milling cutter. At this metal head here, then put a ruler, a slack. Separating here, I made the tier. What was still left to do? And I put a new base, as I said I would do. I made a base. Where acrylic? Well, acrylic. From my Black&Decker, my Utopia. It's a very rustic base. In fact, I just took a piece of acrylic and cut it to size. It's rectangular. Actually, I'm saying square, but it's rectangular. That would fit here, and that would fit perfectly. And I marked the holes with the other old base. Solved my problem. Okay. So that's it. Now let's do a real test. I'm going to take a piece of wood and I'm going to do a test to see how. It's here, okay? So let's go. Well, as you saw, I ended up changing the way I was working and the result came out better. It was a matter of learning here with the equipment. So I really didn't expect it to turn out like this. There are some marks here that are normal from brushing. I also ended up passing it a little roughly. But that can be improved. Of course, a little more care. Here it's interesting because we see that there was a part that was thinner. So it really still ended up like that. But now I won't touch it because it's a test now. I'm going to turn it over and do it on the other side. So we can check the thickness issue, which is what's most important. In this case, now 2, right? But we've already seen that. It was a plan. I'm going to take a ruler and see how it turned out. Okay? And I'll show you. Wow. And look at the soil there. Well, if you look here against the light here using a ruler, using a square, we can see that. The only differences that were made were the difference in where the milling cutter went or not. But the piece is flat, okay? This is the difference that we'll take out later or by taking extra care here in the matter of the passage with the milling cutter itself. Okay, I'm not going to be too careful because it's just a test piece. Now I want to turn it over and do. Watch it out there. And flatten this side here so we can see how the thickness is. Okay? Let's go. Well, guys, let's go to the final test here, right? Already gone through both sides, okay? One side and the other. There are still a few things left to be milled and everything, but that's because I'm really in. I'm in a bit of a hurry that I'm still traveling today. So, it's really just a test here so as not to travel without finish. So let's go. Let's get to what matters here. I don't know if you can see the package. 27 millimeters. Let's go to this side. Look. 27 millimeters. Okay, turning. Well, here I'm going to disregard it because it's thinner. So look, 27 millimeters coming this way. 27 millimeters. If there is any difference here, it would be a matter of having to adjust it on the machine. You know, regular Giga. So that's it. I think. Well, guys, I think that's it. So I think our mission is accomplished. The cheapest thicknesser on the market today. Obviously, you're not going to compare the tools, but here we go. It's the cheapest thicknesser on the market today. It's around R&D or ND. R&D or and the Black&Decker router currently has a market price of around R. And I have this other Giga, this structure that cost me around 50 rays in material. I don't think I even spent that much on material here. So we have I think it's enough, especially for those who already have a Utopia. Obviously at the level, wow, professional work is not the case, but, for that old question of how to solve the problem of thinning the piece at an amateur level, I think that usually it is solved with low production cost, which was our objective. Right, guys? Let me pass the bike, okay? So with this task accomplished here, I'm leaving you a hug to all, and until next time. And remember that if you have any questions, just ask there. If I forgot to detail something in this video, just ask there, and I'll answer, and then I'll also write about it on the website as well. And then we'll finish answering the question. Okay, guys? A hug to all, and until next time.